All right, so Bitcoin, huh? It's really got us wondering, is it going to break out?
Yeah, it's been teasing us.
Yeah, hitting that 3-week high earlier. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah, $64,121.
Crazy, right? But then it settled back a bit. So
So the big question
is this just a blip or is something bigger about to happen?
I think that's what everyone wants to know.
And luckily for us,
We've got some seriously smart people to help us figure that out.
we're talking expert traders, people like,
Roman.
yes, Roman and
Dan Crypto Trades.
Dan Crypto Trades. He's got some interesting insights. And to top it all off,
We're diving into on-chain data from CryptoQuant.
the whole shebang. So are you ready to go deep on this?
Let's do it.
All right. Now, everyone's been buzzing about this magic number, $65,000. What's the deal with that? Why is that number so important for Bitcoin right now?
Well, it's like this. Imagine a wall,
Okay.
a giant wall between where Bitcoin is now and where some traders think it's due going.
Okay, I'm with you.
That's $65,000. That's the wall. Break through that, and we might be talking about.
A whole new ball game.
Exactly. We
Yeah.
could be shifting from, a bear market,
Prices going down.
right, to a bull market where things
Right.
things are looking much more optimistic.
Bull market. I like the sound of that a lot better. But why $65,000 specifically?
Think of it like a giant crowd of people all trying to get through the same door.
Okay.
That's $65,000 right now. Tons of buy and sell orders piled up, creating this density.
So it's like a dot bottleneck.
Exactly. Dan Crypto Trades, he calls it a liquidity magnet.
A liquidity magnet. I like.
And he's been seeing this massive log jam, you could call it, of orders on Binance.
Okay, so let me get this straight. If I'm, let's say, bullish on Bitcoin.
You think it's going up.
Right, exactly. I might want to place a buy order just above $65,000 to catch that.
To catch the surge if the door swings open?
Yes. Like, I'm ready and waiting as soon as it breaks through.
That's the kind of move that someone anticipating a breakout might make.
See, I'm a trader at heart. But there are other things going on here too, right?
Oh, yeah, we can't forget about those.
It's not as simple as just everyone piling on at $65,000.
Not quite.
We've got to look at what our guy Roman has been saying.
Right, Roman.
He seems pretty sure that Bitcoin is, well,
ready for a run.
he thinks it's going places.
He's been looking at these things called continuation signals, basically patterns in the price charts that suggest
Suggest what?
that this upward trend, it's not just a fluke.
So it's not just a little.
Blip.
Yes, not a blip. It could be a real lasting climb.
That's what Roman thinks.
Wow. So what you're saying is this isn't like a dead cat bounce or whatever they call it.
You mean a bear market rally?
Yeah, that's the one. A little burst before it all comes crashing down again.
Right, and that's what's really interesting here. Roman says he's specifically not seeing a bear div.
A bear div. Okay, hold on. You're losing me a little. What's a bear div and why should I care if it's missing?
Okay, imagine you're driving a car
All right.
and it's sputtering, running out of gas, but still moving forward.
Oh, not good.
A bear div is like seeing the warning light slashing prices going up, but the momentum indicators are saying,
We're about to stall out.
exactly.
And Roman's not seeing those warning lights at all.
Nope. Which, adds a bit more weight to his prediction.
Interesting. So for someone like me who's, following along at home, no bear div means I shouldn't expect Bitcoin to suddenly crash, at least not yet.
Not necessarily, but hey, always good to be prepared for anything.
Right, of course. So we've got Roman's analysis, but then there's also Dan and his whole $65,000 liquidity magnet thing. Could those two things actually be connected?
That's what we need to figure out. It's like, are we seeing a perfect storm brewing here?
Okay, now I'm really intrigued. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, we have to talk about the on-chain data.
Oh, right. Can't forget about that.
Because technical analysis is just one piece of the puzzle, right?
One piece of a much larger puzzle.
So let's bring in CryptoQuant.
They might have some answers for us.
They've got their fingers on the pulse.
Yeah.
Or should I say the blockchain.
I like that.
And what they're seeing with this thing called the Coinbase Premium is fascinating.
It really is. So this Coinbase Premium, right?
Yeah, tell me more about that.
Basically, it's like, how much higher or lower the price of Bitcoin is on Coinbase.
That's the U.S. exchange, right?
Exactly, compared to Binance.
Which is more global.
Oh, right.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So it's like a popularity contest.
Mm-hmm.
U.S. Bitcoin fans versus everyone else.
You could think of it that way. A high Coinbase Premium usually means the U.S. investors are feeling, extra bullish.
Driving up the price.
Exactly. But Here's the thing. CryptoQuant, they're saying the Coinbase Premium, it's negative right now.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Bitcoin's actually trading at a discount on Coinbase.
Compared to Binance?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's surprising. Especially after what we were just talking about with with Roman's analysis and the $65,000 thing.
I know, right?
It's like everyone's looking at the same door, but
the real party's happening somewhere else.
Right.
CryptoQuant is saying the real buying pressure, it's not coming from the U.S.
So where is it coming from?
Binance, mainly.
Interesting. So does that mean Roman's wrong about the whole, bullish signal thing?
Not necessarily.
Because they could both be right.
It's possible, yeah. Think about it. Roman's looking at price patterns, right?
Charts, yeah.
Technical stuff. CryptoQuant, they're tracking where the actual buying power is coming from.
So it's like two different ways of looking at the same thing.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. So maybe global investors, they see what Roman sees.
You see the potential.
Right. And they're just like getting in early.
Trying to beat the rush.
Before the U.S. catches on.
Exactly. And before that price potentially
explodes. Past $65,000.
Right.
Are we talking FOMO here?
It's definitely possible.
Like, I've been there. I totally get it.
It's a powerful force, FOMO.
It is. It's like you're at a party.
Okay.
And everyone's talking about this new band, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, they're amazing. They're going to be huge.
Next big thing.
Yes. And you're like, I haven't even heard them yet, but
you don't want to be left out.
I don't want to be the only one who doesn't know the words. I got to get on this.
And that's how you end up buying tickets to their next show.
Even though you have no idea if you actually like their music.
Exactly. And it's the same with, well, anything, really. But especially Bitcoin.
People see the price going up.
They hear the buzz.
They see everyone else getting in on it.
And they don't want to miss out.
Especially with a potential explosion past a major resistance level.
It's a recipe for FOMO, for sure.
All right, so let me see if I've got this straight. We've got Roman's analysis.
Yeah.
Bullish signals, right?
Yeah, so far.
We've got this potential market structure break.
Darren's liquidity magnet.
Right, at $65,000, just
Yeah.
waiting to blow.
Yeah.
And now we've got CryptoQuant showing us.
Strong global buying pressure.
Possibly driven by FOMO, no less. So could this be it? The perfect storm.
It's starting to look that way.
Wow. But hold on a second.
What is it?
We were talking about the Bears' last stand earlier.
Well, right.
What if? What if they're wrong?
About it being their last stand.
Yeah. What if Bitcoin just powers through?
Well, that's when things get really interesting.
Seriously, what happens if Bitcoin just blows past $65,000? Like, what does that even look like?
Well, for starters, it would be huge. We could be talking about a whole new bull run, maybe even bigger than anything we've seen before.
Okay, now you've got my attention. So, just to recap, we've got Roman saying there are bullish signals, right?
Yep, those charts are looking interesting.
And Dan with his, what was it, liquidity magnet?
Right, about to pop.
About to pop at $65,000.
Yeah.
Then we've got global buyers maybe catching FOMO, and all the while, the bears are
getting ready to hibernate.
Exactly. Or maybe run for cover.
Maybe both.
So if this really is their last stand and Bitcoin just tramples them on the way up,
it would be a sight to see.
It really would. But honestly, could that really happen? Like, is that realistic?
Well, anything's possible in the crypto world, right?
True.
But if Bitcoin breaks through $65,000 and does it with real conviction, high trading volume.
That's important, isn't it? The volume.
Oh, absolutely. That's a huge lead signal. And if we see a bunch of new buyers flooding in after that.
Driven by that FOMO we talked about.
Exactly. It could be a domino effect.
So it's like one big push and then
everything changes.
Wow. And wouldn't that just make the bear div warnings even less likely?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because like we were saying, Roman isn't seeing those right now.
But even if they were there,
a breakout like that could just wipe them out.
It'd be like hitting the reset button.
Totally. Suddenly everyone's thinking, okay, Bitcoin's back.
I'm in. How do I get some of that?
Exactly.
This is really making me think. If someone's listening to us right now, and maybe they're, I don't know, new to this whole Bitcoin thing, what's the one thing you want them to take away from all of this?
That's a good question. I'd say, don't just follow the hype.
Yeah, there's a lot of that out there.
There is. Learn to look at the data, even if it seems a little intimidating at first. Charts, on-chain metrics, it's all connected.
It's like we've given them a superpower.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now they can see what's really going on.
That's a perfect way to put it. Well, this has been amazing. Thank you so much for breaking all this down for us.
Anytime. Always happy to talk Bitcoin.
And everyone listening, remember, this isn't financial advice. We're just a couple of crypto enthusiasts.
Just geeking out a little bit.
Exactly. But hey, who knows? Maybe this deep dive gave you some food for thought. Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and, as always,
happy trading.
Happy trading.